Welcome back to Bibs and Bad Ideas. We're here for another episode. I'm with my colleagues Danielle
Hey guys.
and Caleb,
What's up, everybody?
and I wanted to let everybody know that this episode is brought to you by Outpace.
Okay.
Outpace is an awesome company that makes 3D modeling of basically if you had a favorite race that you've ever done. It'll actually, the company will model it out for you and show you exactly what you ran. And then they'll also put some information on there.
You good?
Looks great.
Anyways,
They're amazing.
Caleb was worried I was doing the diaper.
I was so scared. That went from
Finally
like
broke from-
distraught to
We're
very
totally going to
happy.
talk about it still.
I know.
What a plug! What a plug! Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, no problem, man. Anyway, so we're back for another week, and we have a wonderful guest today. But before we dive in and meet him, we're gonna do like a quick recap of the last episode that we had with Sarah Whitman. That episode was awesome. Sarah is an amazing endurance athlete. We learned that she's done the calendar challenge. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's you every day of the month you run
They
that
got to
number of
tune
miles.
in.
What's that?
They got to
They-
tune into the episode.
Yeah, go watch it.
They've already watched it. So, and then she's also run the rim to rim to rim. We learned that she had a medical emergency that she had to stop, and it was a good moment to see that she had some reflection back on it. She wants to go back out there and do that. So, we learned about her husband, super supportive, and she's just an awesome guest that we've had, and we'll probably have her back in sometime. So, with all that said, I'm going to turn it over to Caleb, and he's going to introduce our next guest.
Yeah, so we've kind of been hitting up, I guess the West Coast on this, and this person is absolutely got high peak energy that kind of caught our attention and doing some awesome things in the running community. So we are going to bring on Mr. Colin, and we'll let him tell us a little bit of his story. But all I got to say is, sheesh, you guys are in for a treat.
Sheesh.
Let's go, baby.
What's going on, brother?
Not much, just chilling.
Welcome to
Thank
the
you. I'm
podcast.
excited to be here. Thanks for the invite, Keith.
We're glad to have you, man. You'll hear it in the intro a little bit, but like I'm new to following you within the last couple months, but like immediately your energy, like it's like, whoa, this guy's got it going on, and we sent some messages back and forth.
Your help too, reaching out and telling me some things. You're the reason why I got the form goggles too. That
So
information.
we're not sponsored or not a plug, but you heard it here. Like I'm trying to give people hookups.
Those goggles are awesome. I had like a little bar. It had me turning my head, and this little ball was like hitting the line and stuff, keeping my head down and all that.
It helps so much just because I mean you're swimming, your head's underwater, and you're just looking at a line in the pool, and you're like, I need something. So having all that right there is like game changer.
My name is Colin. I'm a TikTok guy, born and raised in Longview, Washington. I grew up with a single mom, sister. I went to middle school, now solo. All I did was golf, go to school, eat food, drink Mountain Dew, play Xbox, all that good stuff. Nothing really cool about me.
I
And-
thought you were Coca-Cola. I didn't realize.
Oh,
it was Mountain Dew.
that was before. Coca-Cola is the last few years. I transformed. Played Call of Duty all night long, didn't sleep.
So how old are you?
29.
Okay.
So I
You're
started
actually older than Caleb.
Yeah,
Caleb, are you like 27, 28?
28.
Wow.
Oh, okay, cool. About the same age. Are you a millennial technically, or are you Gen Z?
Dude, I don't know. I'm like right in the middle line, and I'm gonna embarrass myself because either one I say is gonna be the wrong one. So
It's like we're right on that cusp. You can be either one.
we
I'm
got the
37, I'm a
I
millennial.
think we represent the whole spectrum here pretty well.
Yeah.
yeah we got Uber all the way to buggy and carriage. Like
Okay. Hey, that
love you,
diaper's,
pops.
that diaper's only like 4 feet away. Don't make me get
No.
I guess I'll kick off why I started running. Start
Yeah,
talking
man.
about some running
Yeah,
stuff.
man. Love to hear it.
Uh,
Us in line. Let's go.
So I didn't run for the first like 27 years of my life. And I had a friend that I worked with, and he kept like telling me to run hood to coast with him. And I was like, no, 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 I'm not doing that. I would never run. That's silly. And then we were out at a bar one night. I had a few drinks. He's like, come on, man, I know you want to do it. And I was drunk, and I was like, all right, yeah, I'll do it. Game on. I had 2 weeks to train for hood to coast. Ran maybe like 5 miles. And then I don't know if you guys know what it is, but it's a relay race. I'm sure you guys are aware of it. So
I've heard of it, but yeah.
the team of 12 people, you'll start from Mount Hood and you run all the way to Seaside, Oregon. I can't remember exactly how many miles it is,
That's awesome.
but you have 6 people in one van, 6 people in the other. So you guys leapfrog each other until you get there. So everyone has 3 legs, and all of them vary in difficulty. So you're just wide awake on a van. And then I was just so like into the atmosphere and how positive and nice people were. I was like, this running thing's actually pretty cool. So then I just kept running.
So I have a question. The night that you were drunk, did you just verbally agree to do it, or did you make a payment and?
I just verbally agreed to do it
Okay.
because
So you just your word of mouth is what you went with. That's
yeah. Well,
You stood by it. I like that.
he had a girl that was supposed to do it get injured 2 weeks before, so he was like, please, please, please. And I was like, all right, fine. I would have said no if I was sober, but but anyways, that changed everything for me. So running has completely changed my life in so many good ways. So
You caught the bug.
yeah, I did big time. Now it's all I can think about all day. Wake up, how am I going to plan my run today? Go to sleep, what's on my run for tomorrow?
so
Shoot, yeah.
something about Colin is he started a Strava club for the year, basically running every day of the year streak, and I think there's 200 people doing it or some crazy number. Why don't you give us a little detail on how motivated you to do that and how you got so many people to follow you to do that? That's I try to get people to follow me to run streaks, and I had Danyelle doing it, and that was pretty much it.
Honestly, can't really remember too well why I wanted to do it. I think I just saw other people doing run streaks. I was like, oh yeah, I could do that. That'd be fun. So then I made a post about how I was going to run every single day on my story, and 2 guys replied. They're like, I'll do it with you. I was like, oh, maybe I'll make an actual post and see if people want to do it. Made a post, got hundreds of comments of people just being like, I'm in, I'm in, I'm in, I'll do it. It's like,
Yeah,
oh,
I mean,
okay.
I joined it too, so it's
That's
it's really
awesome.
cool.
Yeah.
So then I made a Strava group, and hundreds of people joined. I didn't expect any of it. It was caught me by
And what's
surprise.
really cool too is you even encourage people to run whatever pace you want. You can walk it, you can crawl it. It doesn't matter. Just if you can get 1 mile in or whatever. I can't remember the exact requirement, but I think it was 1 mile. But just do it however you have to do it, and just So that's super encouraging because some people think when they hear streaks, they're like, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that. So whenever you have something that's more encouraging, it's definitely more motivational for people.
Yeah, exactly. So many people have different abilities. It's just how it is. You don't want to exclude people because they can't do something. So I'm all about just getting people active, trying to be healthy, trying to be positive. That's really all it is. So it's been fun to see all these people join me and tag me, reposting all their things. So
I know it's
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
following.
active.
Even though I'm not doing it, I'm following all the
Yeah,
everybody doing
that
it.
group posts. I probably have 30 posts a day from people posting their what they did, which is it's amazing. So
it's a little bit overwhelming sometimes. I'll be at work or doing something and my phone keeps buzzing at me. I'm trying my hardest to keep up, but
Right.
yeah,
I don't even
yeah,
know
and
sometimes
that's
who's
one
doing
thing
what
too.
anymore.
One thing that I've noticed, in TikTok and wherever else, in Strava and everywhere else, you're super encouraging and always making comments and trying to help people, and that's really big on my part. I really love that about you.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that goes a lot of way, like a long way in people's especially when they're starting out or they're struggling
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, I've had a lot of people already reach out. I can't do it. I'm injured. I'm like, it's okay. You don't got to do it.
Yeah.
You come back and do it in 5 days, 10 days if you need it.
Right.
Where
Yeah.
it's your life. You got to do what you got to do. Just join on in on the fun whenever you're back. Start at day 1, we're on day 20, it's fine. Do 340 days.
Love that.
So one of your posts, you basically I saw where you did your first marathon, and I think the time was something like 4 hours or something, and then you had like what, like a year ago between the two races, and you did it again, or you did your second marathon and you cut off like a whole hour. Can you tell us kind of like how that journey started, that you signed up with that marathon, and then what you did in a year to improve by, and I mean that's a huge improvement.
Yeah, it's a big gap.
Yeah. So if you can like just kind of fill us in on that, and then I guess also like what's in store in the future as far as like what other races you're looking at doing, and so
So after Hood to Coast, I decided I was just gonna say screw it and run a full marathon. Worst idea of my life. Don't ever do that. People always say it's dumb not to train. Well, they're right. You better train. Don't do what I did. I was new to running. I was just like, whatever. I'm young, healthy. So I signed up for the Seattle Marathon 13 months ago,
okay.
and I barely trained for it. I ran like after Hood to Coast here and there, but I got injured after Hood to Coast because I never ran in my life, and I ran 15 miles in 24 hours. And so then I started building up a little bit of miles. It wasn't going so well. Came race day, my mom was like, you can switch to the half marathon if you want to. I was like, no, I told everyone I'm doing the full marathon. So I got to like mile 15 or 16. I was at a decent pace, like 4 hours something, 4 hour, 30 minutes maybe. And everything crumbled all at once. My whole entire body cramped up because I didn't know fueling. I didn't train.
Oh
It was,
gosh.
so I walked for 10 miles after mile 16 to the finish line. And then after that, I was just like, that was so embarrassing. I have to start training for another one now and actually take this one seriously. So then I ran San Diego, which was actually my best one, even though I was in way better shape for Portland. I ran that 3 hour 20 minutes, and my Seattle
Dang.
one was a 5 hour 45 minute one.
Okay.
So technically it was 2 hours and 25 minutes, but I was walking, so
Still, that's a long way.
Yeah, that's
A
me.
That's
marathon's a
a,
marathon. And
I
what I
could
learned
not do
in
a
that
320, even come close to that. That's
yeah,
moving.
Yeah, you have a lot of natural abilities. So.
yeah, and what I learned in that story and the drunk story is your word is ironclad. If you say you're going to do something,
Hmm.
you're going to do it. So, that's commendable too. Just, a lot of people would, I mean, I've signed up for a full marathon the day of the race. I'm like, I mean, I was at mile 12. I'm like, I'm cutting it. I'm stopping at 13. So the fact that you kept on going showed a lot of grit. So,
Yeah, I also ran a marathon and didn't train for it, but I finished in 6:36. So, um, yeah, you definitely still finished really well for having to
yeah.
walk 10 miles.
it was the
And yeah,
worst
I don't
10 mile walk.
recommend doing it either. Same as Colin. It's not fun.
So how many marathons have you done? Two or three?
3 now. I
Okay.
did San Diego in June, so I trained
So,
for like
so
5 months.
13 months ago you did 5:30, and then
5:45, yeah.
okay, 5:45, and then literally 6 or 7 months later you do 3:20.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That is
I
so
Hats off to
like
you,
in the
brother. That's
best
so
way.
And I
impressive.
get it. I get it. Some of that's the endurance factor because you had to walk 10 miles. I get, but the thing is, even if you were trained for the endurance part of it, you even said that you were going at about 4:20 or four something pace, and you still even cut an hour off of that. So that's what's impressive.
Yeah, appreciate that. And then yeah, the Portland one didn't go so well, even though I was in way better shape for that one. I actually got a worse time in that one.
Didn't
But
weren't you
not every
hurt
day's your
in there
day,
though?
so what was that?
Weren't you hurt and like coming back from an injury or something?
Yeah, I've injured both IT bands on both legs as separate occasions because my hips are so weak and so immobile.
What was your go-to like fix because everybody's like, it's an IT band. What do I do? And everybody's got something different to try or do. So I'm curious clearly whatever you were doing was working.
My main thing is I'm just so like stiff everywhere. So it's just lots of like mobility, flexibility. I do a lot of strength training with like the body weight and the bands, like the side lying leg raises, but nothing crazy really. It's just the basic 4 or 5 things that work. And then just every single morning, every single night, stretching out my hips. And I finally gotten to the point now where I can actually get my hips moving a little bit now.
Nice. I
So it
really
sounds
gotta
like more
start
for the
stretching.
consistency with it than anything.
Yeah, so I've had a rough time with that IT band, but I figured out how to manage it and deal with it now. So things are looking up now. I'm ready to kill this next marathon, that's for sure.
So you mentioned at the start that you got some goggles. So that to me sounds like you're swimming, right?
Yeah,
He's committed. I got his word in a message saying he's doing
And that's all you
an
need.
Ironman.
And
Yep.
apparently, yeah, Keith took the words out of my mouth.
The thing about the Ironman is that I don't really care about how fast I am. I just want to go do it just to do it. So I'm just going to build up my swim and my bike to where I'm just in good shape. I'm not going to be like doing crazy interval work and all that. I just
Yeah.
want to go have a good time and finish. But for running, I'm like, I want to be as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
That's the way to do it. I
pretty
think.
fast. So I think you got that. You'll be fine. So how often are you swimming? I have to check out these goggles.
Right now,
Oh,
I'm actually only swimming
definitely.
like once a week. When I was injured, I was swimming like 3 to 4 times a week. Swimming's brutal though. I'm struggling
It
with
is.
it.
It comes and goes so fast. Like how everybody thinks their running fitness is gonna disappear, your swimming fitness does disappear that fast.
Yeah.
Like it's wild.
Well, and it's not just your fitness; it's your form too.
Yeah. Your form's
gets
more important
trashed
than your
real quick.
fitness. Yeah.
Well,
And
you're
that's
using
just
a
if
ton
you
of
have good
muscle.
form to begin with. You know.
You're using a ton of muscle when you're swimming, so people don't realize that. I think sometimes it's like your whole entire body's working.
Yeah.
And it has to work perfectly in sync or you just sink.
Yeah.
The thing that
So-
scares me is seeing all the people going out at the same time and swimming right next to each other. I'm like, I'm gonna
So you've never done a swim event, like a triathlon or? Yeah.
Okay, well, I can ease your mind a little bit because most of the videos you see kind of show like a group start because that's how the pros start for what do they call us, the age groupers. They usually do like a time trial, so it's like 2 to 4 people go every like 4 seconds, so you're not right on top of each other.
Oh, okay. That's a little bit better.
And
Now
then
when
the
you
triathlons I did, I was right on top of somebody. And
I
the
said
guy, the guy literally like one guy grabbed my foot, grabbed it and held it like that, and I stood up in the water, like I treaded water, and I was like about to throw down. I was about to get disqualified. I didn't care. I was just like, I know I'm bigger than you, whoever you are doing this. I think I ended up kicking the guy in the face.
it's
But yeah, it's like you'll get kicked in the face, your goggles will fall. I mean, so Caleb's right, but he's also probably not right. Not from my
I mean,
experience.
that's how most of Ironman seems to go so
I've
far.
never done Ironman, so I'm always doing these like offshoot,
And all the Olympics I've done that way, they've been 50-50.
Yeah.
Either way, you get to that first
you'll be
turn, you're going to get in
Hey,
a little bit of a brawl. And it's just part of it. You just
Yeah.
do it nicely.
As long as there ain't jellyfish in Maryland, I think I'll be okay.
Yeah, that sounds
Amen to that. Amen to
when
that.
I saw you talking about the jellyfish, I was like, nope, I'm not
I know
ever
I
doing
saw
that
that
one.
too. I saw his jellyfish, and the only thing I can remember was the time I got stung by a jellyfish. I was like 13 years old. Me and my buddy were in the ocean, and we're talking to these 2 hot chicks, and I got stung by a jellyfish, and I'm like I made this weird face, and I was like, I gotta go. It's just I gotta go. He's got to pee on me. But yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I was with my
So
sister.
tell us about your biking, because I've noticed when I see your videos that you're biking. It looks like you're biking in your kitchen. Is your bike in the kitchen?
It's not in the kitchen.
Okay.
It looks like
I'm
the
like
kitchen.
that's the perfect way to fuel if that's the case.
Yeah,
Just like
Yeah,
grab it
open the
right there.
freezer. It's like, this is awesome.
I actually don't have that Peloton here at my house.
okay,
I visit my mom every Sunday, and every single time I visit, I hop on the Peloton in the morning.
awesome.
So
Nice.
that's otherwise I just do the bike at the gym.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
But yeah,
How do
one
you like
time
it?
I got on it for like 3 or 4 hours and I hated my life. I'm like, how do people train for these things on this
At,
for so
oh
long?
yeah,
Any
I mean, you're talking about on the bike itself, like Peloton
Yeah,
itself. Yeah, I don't know.
or on any
How is
bike.
the Peloton different than like the bikes in the gym? I mean, do you like it more or
I like it way more, mostly just
okay?
because it's more entertaining. I don't think from a fitness aspect it's really a lot different, but
Yeah.
it's just stuff to do. Put on a YouTube show or something.
so there's one thing I have to make this comment just because every other Iron Man's thinking this right now. It's like before you get into your training, like you can do the Peloton and the gym bikes, but don't fall in love with that bike positioning because it is so different than what race day is going to be. So definitely get some seat time in closer.
Or
Once,
the actual seat itself because it's
yeah.
massively different. You're gonna way more painful.
I've been kind of a
So,
baby about it because it's been so cold over here this time of year.
Yeah.
But
so dude, I'm in Florida and it's too cold for me to go outside. So you're
Well,
not. It's actually cold where you're at. I've got no excuse.
and,
Right?
and cold like when it's cold and you run, that's one thing. But cold biking going 20 something miles an hour,
in the wind and all that.
that's
Yeah,
brutal.
you got
Yeah, the
icicles like
wind is the
froze.
worst. Ugh,
Yeah.
I can't imagine. I've never biked outside like that. So.
I went to get a pre-purchase bike fit a month ago, and I was there getting all my measurements and everything. And
Okay.
my hips were actually so immobile on the bike that he had to adjust a lot of things on it because of my IT band issues. So that was a big wake-up call for me. I was like, all right, it's time to dial this in.
I thought I saw that and I was
Yeah,
like,
that's huge.
I was gonna ask you when you said you don't have a bike. I was like, wait, did I? I was thinking, did I see that right? Because it was like the something lab, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I have a road bike now. I just need to
Okay.
get it tuned up and fitted to me now. But it's not good, but it'll get me across the finish line.
Yeah. And
Shoot, yeah.
what are you looking at doing a half or the full Ironman?
I have.
Yeah.
I think I think I'll do a full eventually, but I need to not just say I'm gonna do a full.
Good. We'll keep
Sometimes
you
I'll
that
get
way.
ahead of myself. I'll be like, "Oh, I'm gonna do a full," but I'm
You can say I will do it eventually.
all right.
There
I
you
will
go.
do it eventually.
Can't wait.
Yeah, I told Caleb that I want to do the half. So he's I told him I'm just gonna raw dog the swim. He told me I can't do that. So,
Sounds dangerous.
I mean, you were way better in the pool than I gave you credit for, to be fair. But
actually, that was I mean I would probably do some, but that used to be my strength was swimming. I swam competitively when I was younger. Um, so when I went to college, I would actually go swim. I wouldn't run or bike or anything. I would just go swim, and I would swim for an hour and a half when I was in college, and to the point where people were like they were having swim practice, and people were like, who's the guy over there that's basically swimming an hour and a half straight, So, but I would need to practice some for sure, and definitely practice my form because my form is garbage by now. But I still think I can jump in there and swim a mile.
Well,
I
do
do
it.
too.
I'll join you on one.
Yeah, okay. I'll do it soon.
If y'all are, all right, I may end up at the spring tomorrow. Y'all never know.
I don't know. I
Uh,
think I might be the only one not influenced to do a
Yeah.
Ironman or triathlon.
It
Very
is.
fair.
I don't recommend it to anybody unless they want to do it, because you have to want to do it, or you're not gonna make it.
Even a sprint triathlon, you still
Yeah.
have to want to do it because you're still having to swim at least
Yeah.
500 to 750 yards or whatever it is in a sprint, and then bike, somewhere between 15 to 17 miles or so. Um, it's It was
But
humbling the
they're
first
so
time I
fun
did.
though.
Yeah, the first one I ever did, I was so out of shape, and I was like, I can do all that. And it was actually a pool swim, and we signed up late. So, and I don't know if you ever done a pool swim triathlon. Have you, Caleb?
I haven't. I watched one and
Yeah.
I
So
was,
that
it's like,
that
oof.
that's interesting because you basically we were like in an Olympic sized pool, so it was huge. But you go off in basically like segments, kind of like how Caleb said, every 4 seconds somebody would go, but it was just one at a time. And so you get seated based on you submit a time, blah blah blah. I signed up late, so they put me all the way in the back, which was fine because I was out of shape. But I ended up passing like it's probably like 7 people, which is not doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're passing,
In a pool it is.
yeah, when you're passing 7 people, the seventh person was somewhere 30, 40 seconds ahead of me to start. But I got out of the pool and then I was done. I was toast. I was like, I shot my one shot. The pool was it, and then I got on my bike. It was a Schwinn 10 speed. The tires were underinflated. Like it was just everything that you wouldn't do on a bike sections. It was awful. And then I walked the entire 5K, I think. So I was like, I don't care.
When was this?
Well, that was 18 years ago, probably. It was
18.
a long time ago.
You were gonna joke and say the 1800s.
So brutal.
Oh gosh. That's
So
brutal.
brutal.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to something different.
Yeah, and if you train, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Yeah. You got the running part down. Usually it's people, it's like they were great at swimming or they're cycling. It's like, and then kind of pick up running or have somewhat background. They don't have like usually a couple marathons under their belt already.
Yeah, and you're doing a half, so that means you're doing a half marathon, which is
Yeah.
He learned his lesson from the running marathon without training.
yeah,
Learned too many lessons.
Right.
yeah. Well, that's
That's
good.
how we all learn, though, you know?
That's actually why I signed up for the half Ironman, is because I was so upset about my IT bands being hurt. I'm like, I need to do something different. It's like, I'll cross train, I'll do an Ironman. Then my injury went away. I'm like, what did I do?
Well,
Did you already sign up for it?
Yeah, I signed up. I'm locked in. I can't not do it. So it's in
that's
Salem.
right.
Okay.
Oh,
Apparently, the
nice.
swim is a downstream, so
Oh,
that'll
it
be
is.
nice.
I'm fairly certain that's right. So,
When is it? Is it like where you can wear a wetsuit, or is it?
It's in July.
Oh, so no wetsuit. Yeah.
Are you? People don't wear a wetsuit even during the summer.
I,
so
sometimes it's not allowed.
So if they call it wetsuit legal or not legal, and if the water's above, I think 76, my light just went off. 76.1 or point 0.2 degrees or something. That was so weird. They don't let you wear a wetsuit. They will let anybody wear a wetsuit if it's not wetsuit legal, but you have to start at the back and you don't qualify for age group spots. So like if you had a good time or something or an award, like you don't, it goes to the person behind you because
Yeah,
you wore a
and more
wetsuit.
than likely you don't care about that if you're
Yeah.
just looking to finish. But you
Like
got to
they,
keep something in mind. If the water's warm and you're wearing that wetsuit, you're probably going to get warmed. So keep that in mind too. 'Cause-
The water is usually always cold here year round, anyways,
okay.
even during the
Usually.
summer.
so
Yeah, it fluctuates a lot on the East Coast, so.
I would
It's usually-
say
I feel like it's like opposite, isn't it, here? Than like the season? Or at least by me. I feel like it's warmer when it's colder here. Like the wet water.
Could be.
it's possible. I don't know. I think you'll be okay. I've personally not looked into it, so I don't want to tell you wrong, but I mean, you'll be fine either way.
Either way, I'll just go out there and do it.
Yep, have fun, and if you do dive into it, don't ever count on a negative split because they don't exist in
Yeah.
Ironman. People think they do, and it's like, nope. You when you start running, like get into your rhythm, and then give what you got because you're never gonna start feeling better. Like it's just
Well,
a
your legs are
gradual.
toast. So
Yeah,
The first, so you probably have done some brickwork already, right?
I've done a few,
Yeah.
not very
So I
many.
mean, that is pretty critical because your legs will be trashed And I mean, Caleb can tell you because he rides 112 miles and then runs. I was riding like 15 miles and getting off and felt like my legs weren't even part of my body. So
Yeah,
So,
that long of
well,
a bike ride and then a run is crazy.
yeah,
it's like a catch-20 though, because like you're so ready to get out of the saddle, your butt cheeks are freaking numb. So you're like, thank God I'm moving, just getting some blood flowing.
Changing your
Um,
positioning.
that's why
um,
that's why you guys see me moving all the time. My butt cheeks are going numb. Just FYI. Just saying.
just glad that vibration noise went away.
Yeah.
But
Do you wear the cycling shorts that have the padding?
yes,
Yeah.
and you definitely go buy you some if you're not already.
I have a
'Cause-
pair, but I didn't know if people did them for Ironmans too or not. Sounds like you
yeah,
do though.
you do. And dude, when I hopped into this thing, the one thing I said I would never do is end up wearing spandex.
Sexy
And
unitards.
I was like, absolutely not. Under any I'll buy mountain bike shorts. Like I'll whatever the boxers underneath shorts. I'm not wearing those skin suits looking a certain way. I'm not gonna say on here. And
Fair enough.
and do and now I own more spandex than my wife. So
Yes. So
I
here's the funny
felt
story: is when
Oh
I
my
went back to
gosh.
Texas, I brought back a bunch of stuff, and one of them was my sexy unitard from 13 years ago. And I was like, I wonder if I can still fit in it.
oh my god.
So I'm like putting it on. I'm like, damn, I think
Oh
I
my
need to
gosh.
do a triathlon.
Should have taken a picture and uploaded it on TikTok.
Yeah, I took
Now
a
that
picture.
would have been a
I took
good
a picture.
idea.
Don't worry.
No, I'm
Oh,
pretty
okay.
sure I got that picture and like have never looked at it again. So yeah, bro, get you some shorts. There's some good ones that are knockoff on Amazon. They're like speed, some not speedo, but close to it. They're like 30-40 bucks, and like I promise I cannot tell the difference between those and my $140 pair. That's Shimano. So other than the graphics are not as cool, but
Now that's a good secret.
so I own 4 pair of the knockoffs and 2 pair of nice ones, and like unless I'm going to ride with buddies that'll judge me, I don't. That's when I break out the good ones.
How many unitards do you own?
I own 0 unitards. I have, I think, 4 or 5 tri suits.
Unitards.
No, no, Keith.
I swear, Keith is like determined to make Caleb quit this podcast. Like, I swear.
He knows I'm playing.
Are you guys
I
talking
do.
about the things that have like the 2 straps right there when you're
Yeah.
cycling?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
You
So-
look like a wrestler.
no, those are just with the straps are the bibs, like just cycling bibs. You can get a 1-piece or a 2-piece. I do the 2-piece. Whatever.
I got the
catch
one
a lot
piece.
Most people do. I catch crap about it. I just don't like them. I don't like having a wedgie, and I'll die on that mountain. I just don't want one.
I like a
So, but a tri suit's like the full kit's all 1-piece, and it zips
Oh,
up
like
in
a
the front.
sleeve and a zipper.
Yeah, it's like a skin suit basically, and shows way too much. So
And I tell you what's awful is coming out of the lake when it's like 35 degrees.
yes, it is.
That's bad.
That's-
And then you have to get on the bike when it's like 35 degrees. You're like,
Yeah, those first 10-15 minutes are brutal. 'Cause you're just
yeah, yeah,
Well, it's going to be warm in July, so
yeah. you'll
probably
be
after
fine.
the swim it won't be too bad. But
I don't know y'all's weather. I will say the worst thing about Ironman or just triathlon is after your long bike rides when you got to walk into a gas station and you're wearing your full kit and you got the tap shoes on. You're like, well, this is awkward.
they're
That's-
looking at you like, who's
Or you
this
could
guy?
change before you go in the bathroom. Just
I mean, you could,
You
but
might not have time.
yeah, that's true. And after your ride,
I
you're
got
just
something
wanting,
that saves you
wanting a
time. You
chocolate
know
milk.
that. It's right over there.
Well, I'll stick to my tight clothes and tap dance shoes, I guess. I'm over the judgment.
So Colin, I have a question. If I remember correctly, I could be wrong, but you used to do karaoke on your channel. Is that correct?
I have sang a few songs on my TikTok. Yes, I
So I have to ask, why did you stop? I really did enjoy that. Like it was something that I thoroughly enjoyed. Oh, she got outpaced on her thing.
I don't necessarily stop or start on purpose. I
Okay.
just randomly will be in a mood and I'll just do it. But
Well, you
then
should.
like I forget all the time. I'll be like, "Oh yeah, I used to do that. I should do it." And then I forget.
I'm being honest. I enjoyed it. Like it was like you would start singing, and I would look for them like at least once or twice a week, and I was like, oh man, he stopped doing it. What the hell?
No, I'll do it now just for you.
Okay, man, I appreciate it. Can
I'm
I
gonna
can I
start doing
put
it on my
in?
runs now, so I'm
Can I
not
put
just in
on?
my
Yes.
room singing like a
When
crazy
the
person.
music hits.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
take
put on
any
the
of
first karaoke 5K.
that would be cool.
I
that
don't know
would be
what it
kind of
looked like,
fun.
but I'm
Start
in.
a new trend.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
always
so
always a new trend. It's great.
how did you come up with sheesh? So how did because that's your tagline. So
Uh,
where did that come from?
I've been saying it since like high school. Me and all my friends would always just be like, "Sheesh," for no reason, you know. And then it just stuck, and I've just been saying it for years.
That's awesome.
I
I like it.
or or the
Good
let's
energy
go.
booster.
Let's go. Yep.
Even though I'm actually dying, but it looks like I'm not.
But that's
Yeah.
Pretending like I'm having a good time out there.
Of course.
Yeah.
so that's something Danielle also mentioned to me. She said that you seem like you're always running with people.
That's
Yeah,
about to
you're
say
like
that
in a
same
run
thing.
club
Yep.
all every day. I feel like there's somebody new from Run
Yeah.
Talk.
So tell are you like in a run club? Are you just heading, basically heading up your own run club? Are you just encouraging people or
All
Mostly
the above.
encouragement. I got a ton of people around here to start running because of me posting and everything. People reached out, been like, "Hey, I want to run too." And then I hit up like 5 or 10 people around here all the time. Like, "Hey, let's go for a run. Let's go for a
man,
run."
that's awesome.
Maybe one
That's
person
so
will say
cool.
yeah, then I got a person.
Right. Yeah. Versus running alone.
Yeah. Plus,
Yeah, I mean,
I
go ahead,
randomly
Russ.
join in on some run clubs every once in a while, meet new people, and then I'll run with them. And
And I
yeah,
think
every single day I got someone to run with. It seems like.
didn't you recently pace one of the Run Talk people?
Yeah, I did. Colin, the other Colin.
The other Colin.
Yeah, he told me he was doing the 5K in Portland, and I was like, oh, that'll be fun. What's your goal? He's like, sub 25. Do you want to pace me? I was like, oh, yeah, sure. So I
That's
signed up.
cool.
10 minutes later, showed up, paced him, took some
Ten
videos,
minutes later?
You're amazing.
took some.
That's
Yeah,
so
I
awesome.
signed up like right after he said, will you pace me? I think he was kind of
Okay.
like
I mean, the race
halfway
wasn't,
joking,
Yeah.
but
And
I
then you
was
were
like,
like, no, I'm
no.
on it.
Yeah, I was like, I'm coming now.
but the race wasn't like 10 minutes away.
Oh no, no.
Okay,
Well, like
I was like,
15.
damn, that's beyond Caleb because Caleb does
No,
Mhm.
crazy stuff like that. So,
no.
yeah,
I
that's awesome.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah, I'll be there. Paced him. Got the sub 20 or sub 25 by like 30 seconds. So
You killed
Yeah,
that
it.
was
no,
fun. It was
Heck
cool.
yes.
yeah,
Th-
That's
I
so
mean,
awesome.
that's what you want to do as a pacer. You don't want to push them too hard that they
Yeah.
hurt themselves or. But yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, I was at the end there. He was starting to fall off. I was kept staying the same pace. I'm like, nope, you're catching up to me, Colin. Come on.
Nice.
Yep. We didn't suffer 2 miles, just to slack on the third.
Right. Exactly.
PRER.
That's like
That's
the
right.
coolest thing about this like community is like all of the like encouragement, not just encouragement, but like literally being showing up. Like Keith paced me for Broad Street. He paced Donna. Like other people have paced people. Caleb's sharing his knowledge, like Ironman. Like it's just so cool to watch it all happen.
It's crazy that technology is like this. We're just all just watching each other on little screens, just bobbing our
Oh
heads
yeah,
around, singing,
Yeah,
going
we're
for
like on
runs.
opposite sides of the country from you, yet we're like, catching up every day.
yeah, it's
Like it's
amazing.
like we're next to each other.
It's
Well,
growing almost too
it's not
fast.
just catching up. It's motivating each other too.
Yeah, true.
That's
Yes.
that's what it's really about. I mean, he's getting 5 or 6 people. Or, I mean, they're probably his friends and everything, but he's getting them to run. I mean,
Yeah, no,
you
that's
obviously you obviously have a draw that people see and an energy that they are motivated by you, and they obviously see that you're succeeding too. Um, but those are all like really good qualities, like I say, as a leader. But I mean, you are leading people. You're leading by example, and you're encouraging them. So that's really really amazing, and it's cool. Ren Talk is cool in that it's it shouldn't exist. I mean, as bad as the internet is and social
Yeah.
media, it's the one caveat that is basically out there, a little corner of the world where everybody can, you know, be true and encourage one another. And so,
And like
I
just be
totally
your true
appreciate that
self
attitude.
too. Like you don't have to fake it or like, if you're fast, you're not, like it doesn't matter. Like everybody's just
Yeah.
who they are.
Yeah, I know. Social media is a crazy place, but we got our big happy family over here. That's all that
That little
matters.
corner, yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. So, what type of work do you do? Can I ask that?
Yeah, I'm a shift lead for Starbucks.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So nothing
Awesome.
crazy, but
No, that's perfect. Nothing wrong with that.
I have the perfect schedule though, so
That's
get off early.
that is
Yep.
the
Sundays,
most
Mondays
important
off.
thing.
Yeah, man, that's awesome.
Having a schedule you like's worth a lot.
Yeah.
So that's me.
It's also partially how I've met so many people too, is just connecting through coffee and people all the time.
Yeah, man.
I've even ran with a couple customers too that just
That's
talk to me
awesome.
about how they run, and
That's
then
super
Very
cool.
cool.
That is very cool.
All right, so as a guest on Bibs and Bad Ideas, we got to hear your favorite bib or your favorite race and why.
my favorite race is the half marathon. But the favorite one I ever did though, is San Diego full marathon. Just the atmosphere, the course, the weather, the ocean, just being there, it's just amazing. Well, it was also my PR. This is the first time where I realized it's like, oh, I can be good at this thing. So,
Heck yeah.
That sounds like the recipe.
yeah.
320 isn't that you're good at it. That's
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's
it's so fast.
Yeah, the end of the course at like mile 20, 21 is like straight uphill on a freeway, no spectators, and
that's
it
rough.
was so brutal, but
Yeah, that's
it was
rough.
still my favorite anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like half the people were walking, so I'm barely running. I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Like as long as you're
Yeah,
moving a little
yeah,
faster than
yeah.
everyone else,
You're
Yeah.
I'm
barely
doing
you're barely
amazing.
running at a 320 pace.
Right.
I'm kind of curious to see what that looks like. I'm just saying a 320 pace is like 735 or 740.
Yeah,
I'd
it's
Yeah,
like
somewhere
to
around
see
there.
what his like full
Yeah.
send situation is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those
that's like a
miles on that
zone.
hill were like 10-minute miles though, and
Oh,
then I had to cut off time going
so
downhill.
then you run a 5-minute mile down the hill.
So do you
I
have
would've
another
been
That's what
running
happened to
race
your
coming
IT
up?
man right there. My God.
Sorry, what was that, Danielle?
Do you have another running race coming up, or are you just doing the Ironman for now?
I have the Eugene Full Marathon in
Oh, yeah.
April. I'm also doing the Shamrock Half Marathon here in Portland in March. And then I signed up for a random 10K in like 2 weeks for fun
Nice.
here in Vancouver.
Sounds like a runner.
Yeah, I was
I just
it's
sound
like,
up
oh, it's
for
only $40.
just
It's
a
a
little
10K.
10K.
I'll go
Yeah.
place like, top 5 in the age group and pretend like, I was not competing against,
Love it.
Yeah.
Post on Strava
No,
recovery
no,
run. Check out.
Easy peasy.
First place age group. No, I won't be in first place, but
You
there's a
never know.
couple guys running that run like 5-minute mile paces that I'm running with, and they're way too fast for me, but I'll take that third place.
Third place is good.
No doubt.
Hey, yeah.
So that's the good one. Now let's hear bad idea. Whether it's bad idea in a race, bad idea on a trail, bad idea, anything that comes to mind.
And again, saying that you came on this podcast as a bad idea has already been used a long time ago, so you can't say that.
Wait, a bad idea just for like anything?
You can give us all your bad ideas if you want.
Mine was running too fast during my 37-mile run and injuring myself.
Mine was hopping into a 24-hour ultra 12 hours after it started and still tried to compete.
You actually did that?
Uh-huh.
Oh, geez. I guess
And mine was starting this podcast.
He's the
I
one
was the
that
one
used
that
that
used
one.
it. I was the one that used it, so I've never given a bad idea of mine. So I don't
Well, I
have
guess-
any bad ideas.
my bad idea is getting drunk and saying you're going to go run hood to coast.
Yeah, that's a pretty bad idea.
Yeah.
and then signing up for a marathon 2 months
But it
later
sounds
and
like a
not
good
even
idea
training
because
for it.
it actually changed the course of your life probably because you
Yeah, but
actually
it qualifies as a bad idea
Yeah.
in the essence of it.
yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
Good things
Or
can come out of crappy situations.
Very true.
bad idea of not caring that you're injured and going and running and making it worse.
The
That's a
amens.
bad idea.
I've done that
Say it.
many
It could
times.
be or a bad idea could be you ate, you know, 5 burritos and then went for a run.
Yeah.
Oh, one bad idea. I just thought of something. I ran from my house to Korean barbecue. It's about 2 miles away from my house. I had a bunch of soju. I had like, I don't know how many, all you can eat, like 5 rounds, meat and rice, bunch of soju. It was like middle of the summer. It was like 80 degrees out. Ran a mile and a half back. Might not sound too bad when you're in shape, but I was full of food and alcohol. And let's just say that poor toilet when I got home. It was
Well, you made it home at least.
yeah, I was feeling like I was gonna throw
That's
up the
impressive.
whole ride home.
So the good idea was is that the restaurant wasn't too far away.
Yeah.
Yes.
Any further, you might not have been so lucky.
I think it
That
was a
is
mile and a
not.
half exactly, if I remember right. It's a straight line from my house. Just run down that road.
That's not where.
You probably PR'd your mile that mile.
I showed up to Korean barbecue. My friends are waiting for me. I'm drenched in sweat. They're like, "What are you doing?" Like, what
Like, is
were?
everything
I was
okay?
like, "I ran here."
And then you ran home. That was probably the bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I almost asked for a ride home, but I was like, "No." I told myself I was running home before this, so
Yeah, it
gotta
sounds
do
You and
it.
great
your
on the
word.
way there.
Yeah.
You and your ironclad word, even to yourself.
Yeah, I never stuck to
Over
my
and
word for
over.
the first
Yep.
27 years, and then I was like, you know what? Something's got to change. So now I'm just a yes man.
I like it.
There you go. Amazing. So so Caleb thought of an idea that we're going to try to introduce in this show. If
We actually
possible.
thought about it because we got done talking to Sarah last time, and she was like, "I have so many questions for you guys," and we're like, "Oh, well,
Yeah. So we're introducing where our guest can ask a question, whether it could be a general question for the whole panel here or whatever, or it could be just specific. Like you could ask Caleb about why he likes to wear unitards. If you that could be an example.
I came up with the question. I wrote it down. Let me grab it. What is a controversial running opinion that you have that will get you kicked out of a run club?
Oh.
ooh,
Oh, that's a good question. I probably got a lot.
It's a
Oh,
tough one. When I wrote it down, I was like, hopefully we get
That's a
some
good
good
one.
answers.
This is the reason why I'm not in any running clubs.
I mean, I would say mine is probably, if I
I'm
have to
very
do like
opinionated.
off the top of my head, I would say like put yourself in your actual pace. You know what I mean? Like, don't go to the front of the group if it's lined up that way. If you're like, especially in races, that drives me nuts.
Valid.
Like I've been at the front and at the back, but when it's been appropriate in my timing. So that's my like controversial thing.
ooh, I don't do this, but this would definitely get me kicked out of a club, and I've got some weird looks, so I know it's a thing. Showing up to a run club and not doing everybody else's workout and sticking to my own, and it's just awkward because it messes up the flow of things because we do a lot of out and back, so everybody gets to the same spot and gets watered at the same time, which is cool no matter whether they're running a 12-minute mile or a 6-minute mile, you're still getting there at the same time. And I'm like, nope, that's cool, y'all are doing that. I gotta stay in zone 2 for 13 minutes. It's awkward.
Yeah.
I know
So
every run club person's like, don't show up to
I've
mine.
never been. I've been part of like a run club, but I've never actually gone and did group runs. I've always just been doing my own kind of thing. As far as like an opinion of what I would have that would probably uh, go against the grain for some people is a lot of people think that you can't run on the treadmill and it gives you no benefit, or not that it doesn't give you benefit, but it's not the same thing. Um, I agree to that to a degree, but I do almost all my runs on a treadmill. mostly because it's good on my joints and stuff. And I can actually translate it to, I mean, I obviously do training for certain things for races and stuff where I'll start running outside and stuff like to get acclimated, you know. But I'm definitely a treadmill type of person, and I love the treadmill
Treadmill
just
trains
for
are.
myself. And I don't. It's not for everybody. Some people, find treadmill harder to do than outside, like Danyelle. There's a big mental game to it. I prefer it just because it allows me. I'm on a run streak too. It allows me to run every day. If I didn't have a treadmill, I would have to take probably 3 days off a week just because of the wear and tear on my body. So
They do have their place for sure.
yeah,
Just even having like that even pace you stay at so you're not running too fast or running too slow. And it's a lot easier on your body for sure too.
yeah, for me. I can hop on the treadmill and run the same pace I run outside, and a lot of people have the same experience too. My heart rate will be 15 beats lower just on the treadmill. Just it's probably just because I'm used to it. I mean, I could literally probably run on the treadmill with my eyes closed.
Huh. I'm
If
actually
I'm
the
going
opposite.
if I'm going at a certain pace.
He has names for his treadmills.
I
They're very
do. I have names
close.
for my treadmill. Actually, somebody at the gym today, I met him for the first time, and he was like, "Are you training for anything?" I was like, "Training to stay alive." I was like, I don't know.
But you are training for
I
like
know.
a
I know.
bunch of
Man, you
stuff.
know me. I just say stupid stuff. And he just started laughing, and he was like, I introduced myself. He introduced himself, and I'm like, "Yeah, and this is Janet." I'm like, I'm physically running on the treadmill. And he's like, "You name your treadmill?" I was like, "Yeah, yeah, that one down there is Jeff. I don't use him very often."
I need to change my answer. I got a better one. I
You're
actually
allowed
did.
to.
I did get threatened to get kicked out of a run club. The one I haven't got kicked out, but it's because with triathlon, my diet sucks. Like I'm working on it this
What
year.
did you eat, man? What did you eat?
I just always show like it's such a far drive. I stop for breakfast before I get to the run club because it's like an hour and 30, and they start at 6. So I'm leaving here at like 4:30 at the latest, and I usually stop and get donuts. So after the run, I'm like immediately to the back seat and like cramming. They're like, You're literally canceling out everything we just did." And it's like maybe for you, like
But that's not what it's about. Yeah.
I thought this story was going somewhere else.
Right.
I thought you
Me
were going to
too.
tell me that you were eating stuff. People were behind you. You were like cloud smoking them out, and they're like, "We got to get rid of Caleb. He's like ruining the environment." And
no, that was back in the trail running days. Oh shoot.
no, it's not shoot. It's sheesh.
Well, on that note, I think we covered a lot today.
We did.
Did we miss anything? I think we got everything.
I don't think so.
Seemed
Unless you
like a
just want to
successful
tell
one to
another
me.
story or ask something,
Yeah.
Mr.
Oh, yeah, I
Colin.
was going to talk about how I pooped my pants.
Ah,
Yeah. Oh, we thought. I
we
thought
can't
that was
forget about
I
that.
thought that was the barbecue story.
Oh,
I did
no,
too.
no.
That's why I was dying.
I
I
was
was
like,
like, this
man.
is so,
I was
like,
like, that
No,
was a good story, but I was really expecting like
no, no,
Bad.
no.
Yeah.
This one's way worse.
you said the
Uh,
toilet, the poor toilet, and I was thinking like the poor steps. Like
yeah. I'm like,
do you guys
I
know
wouldn't
what
have made
the
it that far.
do you guys know what the road to Hana is in Maui?
huh? It's beautiful.
Yeah, so it was supposed to be like this super clear sunny day. So we rented a Jeep, took off the top. We're like, "Oh yeah, it's so beautiful out." About like 2 hours in, a storm rolls around. We don't have the top. We left it in the condo. And out of nowhere, I was just with my sister. It was just my sister and I. I'm like, "Oh, it's just my sister. Who cares if I fart around her?" So I go to fart, and then all of a sudden I'm like, looking, we're getting rained on, like no top of them, and then
you're saying you rained your fart on your sister, like showering on her?
not quite literally, but
I mean,
anyways.
that would.
But the
Well, I'm
road to
jumping
Hana
ahead.
is
Go on.
like I think like a 7 to 10 hour drive. We're out in the middle of nowhere. There's no bathrooms around us. There's nothing going on around us except for just trees. Um, I'm completely wet. I'm sitting in poop, and I brought a towel, but my sister didn't because she forgot it, and we were just.
So
I
what you're saying is you wiped your butt on your sister and you kept the towel.
I grabbed the
Poor
towel.
sister.
I looked over at her before she found out. I'm like, "Hey, Carmen, we have a problem."
We are past code
Grab a
brown at
towel.
this point.
Doing my thing. I'm like, "I'm so sorry, Carmen." She's like sitting there crying, laughing. It was so embarrassing. 30 minutes later, we found this little pond. I just jumped in, got cleaned up. I didn't have a change of clothes. Just sat in poopy clothes for like 7 hours,
At least you
getting
didn't.
poured on.
I'm gonna be honest. At least you didn't sit naked. That would be awkward.
Yeah.
Just saying. You know,
It was-
I mean, I know you and your sister sound pretty close, but
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We
Yeah, I
almost made it through an episode.
The story is just so much better if you're there, though. I guess it's kind of hard to express how terrible it was, but
It sounds pretty brutal.
That's
you just
pretty
absolutely
brutal.
rainstorm pouring on you. You're sitting in poop for 8 hours.
Yeah, this
You
shit
just don't
is
know what to
already-
do.
and so you probably got like diaper, like you
You
Yep.
need
sitting
what
that
Keith
long, you probably
has.
got diaper
you
rash.
needed what Keith is trying to get going.
Yeah, I threw away the clothes, threw away the towel. Everything was gone
Have
after
you
that.
seen Keith's Prada?
Yeah. Oh, damn. I didn't even think about this segue. Holy crap.
Why else would we be telling this story, Keith?
I don't know. So, have you seen this yet? This wonderful product?
What is that?
It's a diaper. And so this one actually has look Caleb's name,
Caleb's
Oh.
name on it?
College
and it's got a QR code right to his TikTok page.
You should wear it for a race and have people scan it.
Jeff said
No,
he would wear
dude.
it. Jeff said he was going to wear it.
I hope Jeff does. He just better
No,
take
he
my
said
name off of it.
He thought Keith was mailing him one, and he was gonna pick us up in the airport in it. But instead, he had a sign that said Danyelle and Ashley. I found or have the emojium you asked for.
Yeah.
Wait, so what inspired this diaper?
Yeah, what did inspire that, Keith?
Just a random thought I had.
Keith, just Keith being Keith.
I've thought
Yeah.
of more things, but I'm like, I better not, just because of the reception that I got from Caleb. He did not like it.
I
have
love
thought
the
of it more.
So
Maybe
before
we can do it.
escape into like wherever we're headed, this has been amazing. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for coming on, Colin. Sorry I had no voice. I was screaming my head off at runners this weekend. But it was been such a pleasure getting to know more about you, and I can't wait to see the run streak and everything that you're going on. Got your Ironman this summer, so we'll have to stay tuned, and we'll put all your info in the bio for anyone that for some reason isn't following you already.
Well, I appreciate you guys inviting me on.
Oh,
We're a mess anyway. We're not very organized.
I just have one thing to say. Sheesh.
All right, well,
All right.
it was
Anyways.
nice talking to you guys.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
take care of me.
Yeah.